Hello and thank you for joining me for day 10, the final day of the Pilates Festive Challenge. And today we're just going to bring everything together that we've been doing over the past 9 days into one Pilates celebration workout. And we are going to get started lying on our backs. So hold on behind the thighs, rolling down. Okay, so make sure we're nice and settled on the mat. And we're going to start with some hip rolls. So feet are parallel, quite close into the sit bones. We're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, tuck the pelvis and tip it up towards the rib cage as you peel that spine off the mat, getting as much movement as you can. Be nice and open in a straight line at the top. Inhale here and then exhale. Get as much movement as you can through the spine as we're rolling down to the mat. Okay, 2 more like that. You might want to bring in some arms, take them up, then drop them overhead and rolling down if that feels nice. Or you may be happy with just keeping your hands on the mat. So 1 more. And rolling down. Good. So this time we're going to hold it to the top. Good. Make sure your arms are nice and stable, and we're just going to march the legs. Just getting a little bit of movement through the hip flexors, through the feet, through the ankles. Just 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rolling down. Okay, so moving on to some abs. Going to take our head in our hands. Our pelvis is in a nice neutral position. Small gap between your low back and the spine and the mat, and we're nice and stable. Head is in the hands and our elbows are in our peripheral vision. We're going to inhale, look at the knees, exhale, lift up. Touch our knees while we stay lifted. Stay lifted as the hands go back to the head and lower down. So for 8, 7. So we feel like our ribs are gliding underneath the pelvis. 6, 5, 4. Staying up nice and high. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Resting the head back down. Arms are now coming long. Our right leg goes to tabletop. Our left leg goes to tabletop. And we're going to go into our 100. So we're holding on behind the thighs, lifting up so the head is nice and supported in between the shoulder blades. We're going to keep our knees bent. Arms are coming long as we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. 3, 4, 5. In and out. In and out. If it gets too much at any time, drop the head and out. Good. In and out. Or if you want to try and keep up but to both legs is too much, do 1 leg and out. Good. 3 more. In and out. In and out. And last set. In and out. And then lowering the head down and hugging those knees to the chest. Okay, keep things moving. We're going to go into the 1 leg circle now. So legs are coming long on the mat. So if you need to bend the long leg a little bit to give you a little bit more stability, that's absolutely fine. Other leg is coming to tabletop or straight if you have the flexibility. Arms are long, or if you wish to challenge a little bit more, coming to the ceiling, but making sure those shoulder blades are nice and flat. We're going to go into the 1 leg circle. So we take the leg around and down and up while keeping our pelvis really stable. Our abs are sucking down into the mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then let's reverse it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just hugging that knee in, release the hip flexor, circle the ankle, and then let's switch to the other leg. So I have my arms up this time, so we take the leg around and down and up. Really concentrate on drawing those abdominals down into the mat to keep totally stable, allowing the head of the femur to move in the hip socket nice and smoothly. 5, 6, and then let's reverse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, hug that left knee in and circle the ankle. Okay, keep it moving. Last 2 more exercises for the abs before we move on to different focus. We're going to go into our double leg stretch. So we take one leg to tabletop, the other leg to tabletop. Hold on behind the thighs, lifting up into your chest lift position. We take our hat off our head, our arms shoot up as the legs shoot out and around. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knees there. Hands come behind the head for our oblique single leg stretch. So we go for 8. Elbow to the knee. 6, 5, slow and controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug the knees in. Great work. So let's shift our focus now to the glutes. We're going to go into some shoulder bridge. So for this exercise, we want our hips to be externally rotated. So the feet come to the width of the mat and our hips externally rotate from the hip socket. Okay, our arms are long, feet quite close in, and we're just going to pick our pelvis straight up, keeping it nice and neutral, tap down. So for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it at the top. We're going to come halfway down and up. Halfway down, up. Really squeeze those glutes. For 5, use the arms to help. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap down. Now bringing the feet to a parallel position, so taking them out of that external rotation. We're going to go into our full shoulder bridge exercise, or I'll give you a modification. So we're going to pick the pelvis up. Option 1 is knee to tabletop, and we do 5 tap downs. Okay, or if you wish, knee in, straight, we flex as we lower to the other knee, point as we come back up, 5 times. Okay, so pick your preferred option and we go for 5. So lower and lift. 4, 3, really stretch those hamstrings. 2, 1, foot, knee in, foot down, stay nice and lifted. Other side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee in, foot down, tap down. Excellent. We'll roll on to our side now. Moving quite quickly in this workout, getting as many exercises as we can in our short time together. So we're going to go into a side plank prep. So we want top leg long, bottom knee is underneath, and our arm is out to the side, so don't have it too close because we're going to come up. So you need to give yourself space. We're just going to lift into a side plank prep and lower it down 4 times. Okay, so for 4, 3, try to come straight up and down rather than letting the bum go back. 2, last 1. Okay, so now hold it up there. I'm going to lift and lower the leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep the underside lifted, 3, 2, 1. Knees come in. And we're going to lie on our side. The bottom arm is going to wrap around the ribs. The top arm is coming in front of us, and our knees are at the front of the mat, our feet are behind. We're going to get into a tricep push. So these look quite simple, but after a few, you really feel them. So let's go for 8. So for 8, 7, really isolates the tricep. There's not really much else that's helping you get up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So pushing ourselves up. Let's do a quick counter stretch. And then let's spin round to the other side. Okay, so starting off with that side plank prep. We're lifting up, tap down. For 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then we're going to hold up and we lift and lower the leg. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love those lovely tricep push-ups. So lying down, bottom arm goes around the rib cage and the front hand is in front as we lift up and down. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, and 1. And pushing ourselves up and counter stretch. I hope you felt those as much as I did. Good. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling now. So our wrists are under our shoulders, our knees are under our hips. We're nice and solid on the back of the shoulders. We're not collapsing through the abdominals. We're going to glide the right leg back, glide the left arm forward, lift both. We're going to round in knee to elbow and lengthen away for 3 times. So for 3, 2, keep nice and supported through the core. 1, hold it here, pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another set of those. 3, 2, 1. And pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, the arm comes down. The leg is going to go out, but to the side of the edge of the mat. We're going to go up and over like a rainbow to behind the left foot and then up and back. So for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes in, get nice and stable again, other side. So we glide the left leg back, glide the right arm forward, lifting both up. When you're stable, we're bringing the elbow to the knee and extend. Okay, if this is just too much, just bring the knee in with the arm down. Okay, and now hold out, and we're going to pulse up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second set. Rounding, reaching, be as long as you can. 2, 3, and pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm comes down. We go into the rainbow. We go up and over and up and back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's just widen the knees and sit back into a rest pose. Just allow the hips to open. Breathe into the backs of the rib cage. And one more big deep breath. And then we're going to come and lie on our tummy. Good. So our arms are going to come to a goalpost position. So they're coming out at 90 degrees from the shoulders. Our head is hovering just off the mat. We are nice and long on the mat. Our heels are turned slightly in to give us a bit more space in the pelvis, and our glutes and hamstrings are pulling down, abs are lifted. We're going to inhale as we extend up, using the back extensions, hardly anything through the arms, and lower down. So 5 like that. Inhale and exhale. 4. Really keep those abs switched on to protect the bike. 2 more. And last one. Good. So now we're going to lift up. So our head is not quite as high as it is when we're in a breaststroke prep. Lift the arms off. We shoot the arms forward and then bring the elbows together at the back, staying up. For 6, do what you can. 5, 4, eye gaze to the end of the mat. 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. And let's just come up into a shell stretch to give some flexion after the extension. Oh dear, I think my fire's gone out. See if we can get it going. Okay, and then just open out the arms, thumbs pointing upwards. And then turn the thumbs down, just opening out across the chest. Good. Coming back into the all fours position. Just going to do a few tricep push-ups in a box position. So we're just going to do like a baby bend and up. So try not to go back. You want to come forward and up. So for 8, 7, 6, elbows going backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So now the hands are going slightly forward. I'm going to do the same thing, but again, make sure when you bend the elbows, you don't take the bum back. You're just going forward. So you may not go down as far. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going back off there, just give those wrists a circle. Good, so moving on to our hover plank series now. We're almost there. So we're coming to a 4-point kneeling. We're going to keep our knees together, ankles together, and we're going to hover. We're going to step the right leg back, left leg back, holding our plank, and nice and stable. Right knee in, left knee in, lower down. Again, lifting. If just going into the hover plank is enough for you, you stay there. Or maybe you just want to go into a modified full plank. Again, do what your body needs to do. In and down. Last one like this. Hover, step back, back, hold, in, and lower. Next, mountain climber. So we're going to go into a hover plank, full plank, and we do 8 mountain climbers. So lifting the knees, step back into the plank, and then we go for 8. Knee through the center, 7, 6, 5, don't drop the head, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in and lower down. Excellent. Okay, so we're now going to go, keep the knees hip dome distance apart. We're going to go into a hover and then take it up into a downward dog. You might need to adjust the feet slightly, maybe take them wider, a little bit further back. Just holding this inversion, maybe paddle the feet out. Whatever feels nice for you. For a really good stretch. And then we're going to bring our left leg through to the centre of the hands. Might need a little bit of assistance in getting there. So we're into our long runner's lunge. Okay. Then I want you to take your hands to prayer and then come up so your body is vertical. We need to just slightly on the back leg. We're going to straighten the front leg and then go back into a lunge. So for 8, keep the hands in prayer, pushing together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hold here, hands come back to the mat, just on the fingertips, and then put the foot to the side and come into like a yoga pigeon stretch, just to stretch off those glutes. So either stay high, or if it feels more comfortable, come down. You should feel a nice stretch around the outside of the hip and the glute. It feels good after all that work we've done yesterday with the leg series and today. So breathing into that stretch. You might want to go fully long. Do whatever feels best for your body. And then coming in, step that knee back, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So tuck the feet under, and then lift the hips to downward dog, paddling out the feet. And then that right leg is going to come through the centre. Okay, make sure the feet aren't too narrow. Hands come to prayer, into the low lunge, and then lifting up. And we straighten the front leg and bend for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding there. Hands come down to the mat, and then we take that leg through and come down into our pigeon. Breathing into that stretch. Allow the muscles to relax. Good. And take that through. Go into down dog again. I'm going to walk the hands in and rolling up to standing. Okay, we're going to end in standing. Certainly my mat now. Okay, so we're going to end with a little skater, being as it's Christmas time and it's winter theme. So we're going to go into a hinge position. Left leg toe comes just hovering off, and we take the leg back and in. So for 10, 9, really feel the work in that supporting leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold it out there. Just lift the arms up and we lift and lower the back leg. For 8, 7, final balance challenge. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend in, stand up. Other leg. Going into the hinge and then skate back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I prefer my arms out to the side for the hinge. So lift and lower, or maybe back. 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend in. Excellent. So our final exercise for this challenge is going to be our standing saw. So feet hip bone distance apart, arms wide, shoulders nice and down. And let's just rotate towards our left leg, rolling down that leg to going to the outside of the toe. And using the abdominals to lift us up and opening out to the side, other side. Lifting up. Let's just do 2 more either side. And open. Feel some nice rotation through that rib cage area. And last one either side. And up. And up. This is bringing our feet together. Bend the knees. Nice inhale as we bring the arms up. And then exhale, spread the fingers as we bring the arms down. And again. And out. And last one. And out. And you are done. You did it. You did all 10 days of the challenge, or even if you only did a few of the workouts, well done you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you are celebrating with family or friends, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you back on the Rachel Black Pilates channel in 2024. Have a great time, guys. Thanks again. Bye.